behind the scenes of the All Nippon Airways NH222 inaugural flight from Stockholm to Tokyo Haneda. I think the plane probably is just about landing here on the inbound, on the real, true inaugural from Tokyo. It's not even 6 in the morning. Flight departure is 9:35, but there's going to be a gate event and all that kind of thing, so got to get ready a little bit early, try to check in 3 hours before, and film all of it, of course, including the behind the scenes, so you can get a sense of the behind the camera. Does that make sense? Or is it 5 in the morning? I don't know. Anyway, gonna go get some breakfast now. All right, this is really funny. Arrived at Terminal 5 for the new flight, and it's not on the boards. There's no check-in desk, and it's not listed in the departures even. It's that new that they don't even know it's leaving from here. So we're having to ask some information people. Here at Arlanda right now, and we're about to check in for this new ANA flight. So new that it wasn't even on the departure board, but they've got this nice setup here, doing a traditional desk check-in, which is something I wouldn't normally do, but for a special flight like this, it's a good idea. Check it out, we got little special first flight cards. We've arrived at the gate and it's quite a scene. Check it out. Hi, hey.
Do you want to take a picture
Definitely.
With the signs?
Yeah. Welcome to Arlanda Airport, and it's such a rare one for me. Maybe I should wait until this announcement is done. Literally happens every time I try to shoot something to camera. Long PA will happen. Welcome back to Arlanda, and it's a rare occasion when I'm catching the special flight, the star of today's show, right from here. I don't have to connect anywhere else because ANA is starting new flights between Stockholm and Tokyo Haneda, which is great news for me because I live here in Sweden and I go to Japan quite often. If some of you have followed me for a while, you might know that I lived there as a kid up until age 10, basically. I speak 10-year-old's Japanese and still have friends and family over there. So it's amazing to have finally a non-stop connection to reach Japan with. And it's always nice to see Stockholm getting new service. Arlanda needs more non-stops, long-haul non-stops. And this is a great one. I love that ANA is taking a chance with this one. I really hope it works out for them. Anyway, we're on the inaugural out of here over to Tokyo, and it's a 7878. I haven't flown ANA in quite a long time, so I'm excited all around. And it's quite a party at the gate. Actually more than I expected. It's nice that they're throwing a whole thing with a DJ and everything at 7 in the morning. So let's see, I think they're gonna start having some people speak, the usual kind of ceremonial thing. Want to be part of that. It's always nice with a special new flight, especially because I can have my camera out and nobody wonders what I'm doing or thinks I'm weird because everybody has their cameras out. So come along, we'll show you all about the flight. And this one, of course, is an interesting one with regards to routing, as are many of these Northern Europe to Asia flights where you have to avoid Russia. So let's see which way we're gonna go today. I can't look at past flight history because there haven't been any. But the one coming in did the almost polar route over the very top of Canada, Greenland, 13.5 hours coming in. So let's see what we do today.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen and fellow travelers. A warm welcome to the official inauguration of the new route to Tokyo Haneda with ANA, All Nippon Airways, from Stockholm Arlanda Airport.
So I wish you all safe flight and happy travel to Japan with delicious sushi and ramen.
So now ANA 222 is ready for boarding. God morgon, kära Pålakunder. Mitt namn är Okazaki, General Manager for ANA Stockholm Office. Tack så mycket.
ANA 222 to Tokyo. Hey, you're gonna be in the video now. Excited? Excited to go?
No, so really excited. Yeah.
Cool.
Thanks so much.
All we got a little tote bag. I wonder what's inside. It doesn't seem too thick and full, but maybe some goodies in there. Yeah. Nice. I love a tote bag. Little towel. Ooh. Not bad, eh? All right, on board, and I switched to the forward cabin to get a better wing view here. There is a missing window here in row, what is this? 4? 5 alpha. You have a missing window. But you still have one here, and it's going to be a much better view looking back at the wing than when I was in that mini cabin in the back. Although I would say if you're going for coziness and comfort, that mini cabin there is probably a winner. Premium economy also looks really nice, especially the front row there, tons of room, really comfortable. I would gladly fly that, and I kind of wish I had a chance to try it. I'll have to go another time on this flight. I certainly will. Anyway, we'll bring you the nice takeoff shot here. Everyone pretty much on board now, so looking good. To no one's surprise, we left the gate 4 minutes early. Despite all that fanfare and things going on at the gate, they managed to get out early. It's so amazing, the punctuality of Japanese airlines, transport companies in general. It's really a perk that should not be underestimated when flying or doing anything with a Japanese company. Funny thing is, I have no idea what the routing is going to be. They didn't tell us beforehand, and I didn't get a chance to ask any of the crew. So we're about to take off from Stockholm, and it'll be a big reveal whether we're going to head south or northwest, but I guess it's probably south. Most of the time, these eastbound flights, eastbound, going to Asia from Europe, will take the southern route via Turkey, Black Sea, all that, going out over China to Japan most of the time. Not every time though, as we've seen. If you're a keen flight tracker on Flight Radar 24, you'll have seen that they sometimes do some interesting things, like recently when Finnair sent a Haneda and Narita flight about the same time of departure on completely different routes. So it's very interesting. We shall see though, which way we turn. There we go. That's that signature Dreamliner chime. Let's do it. Let's go to Tokyo. So interesting that we made a big left turn after takeoff, and we're basically on the Great Circle route as if things were like they used to be when you used to fly over Russia, pointing exactly in that direction, which would make it about an 8.5 hour, maybe 9-hour flight. At that point, I knew we weren't going to go straight, so it could have gone either way. We might have made a further left and headed over, kind of near polar routing, or made a right and headed down south via the Baltic states and Turkey, and now we're doing the right turn. That is a part of departures out of Arlanda, that there is often a big left turn there where you kind of go facing east before heading south, like wherever you're flying in Southern Europe. I've had that a few times, so that is why we did that. And now we are headed out over the Baltic Sea, as expected, southern route to Tokyo today. Beautiful coming up out of the clouds, murky day, always. Take off and you come into this. Oh, get some, I don't know if it's any vitamin D filtering through, but psychologically it has a great effect when you're leaving the Nordics in the winter, especially. service is about to start. Do you have ice coffee? Okay. So we do hot coffee. Japanese food on the airplane. Hashi. So that's a first. I posted about handing out flight radar keychains tomorrow after landing, and I got a response from someone who's on the flight in economy who wondered if he could get his now. So of course, we got to make that happen. So in a minute, I'm going to take a walk back down to economy, see if I can find him, hand out a keychain. That's super fun. And lucky for him, he saw the post and he's online. Before we do that, let's take a look at the amenity kit and what's inside. If I can ever get this to work, and we're back. The case is really beautiful. It's by Ettinger of London. I don't know if that's how you're supposed to pronounce it. So I'm going to be giving one of these away for those of you watching at this point in the video. Leave a comment with the word ANA and say whatever else you like. And I'll pick one of you at random to receive this case at some point in the next few weeks. Contents include this little package, which is... Oh, it's a nice little bag. Okay, nice. As airlines put more and more tote bags into amenity kits, I'm ending up with too many of these, but that's a pretty one. And then just have in this little packet body lotion and lip balm, and that's it. Aveda branded. A little card. If you go in the bathrooms, you also get toothbrush and toothpaste, and a little packet of mouthwash if you're into that kind of thing. There's slippers that you get with stuff that's at your seat. I didn't spot any eye shades, which is interesting. I usually don't use them, but some people like them, I know, so I'll see if I can stick this in here, include it with the amenities. I've amazed myself by managing to get this closed up again neatly. Look at that. It looks like new. So you can have it now. Gracefully unfolded by me, your favorite aviation YouTuber. Of course, right? If you win the giveaway, you at least that has to become the case. All right. Good luck to you all out there.
How's it going?
Good. How you doing?
Good. I saw you earlier, but you were quite busy. You weren't alone, so I was like, okay, maybe not now.
Yeah.
But
of course,
how's it going?
Good
Nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you too.
I'm Elias. That's
Elias?
pretty nice. Yes, Elias.
Always like flight radar keychains floating around, so if you ever see me out on the street, feel free to approach, and I probably have one for you. Don't be shy. So it's really not late at all. We've only been flying, I don't know. We've traveled 2,661 miles, so I guess 4 or 5 hours? 5 hours? And that means it's 2:30 p.m. back home. But we're traveling east, away from the setting sun. We just had a beautiful view of the Caucasus Mountains, Azerbaijan, very close to the Russian border, a little closer than I would like. Of course, it's safe. They do this all properly. But I just don't like being that close, given everything that's happened over the last few years and recent events too in this area, this part of the world. But nevertheless, gorgeous, amazing mountains as always. And because the sun is fading and because there was so much excitement and so much shooting happening, and it's getting dark in the cabin, I'm kind of tempted to maybe take a little rest, which would be a great idea because if we have sort of 8 or 9 hours left to Tokyo and we're going to land at 7:30 in the morning, it's going to be tough with the jet lag. So as much sleep as is possible now, about 5,000 miles left to go, so still a good 9-ish hours. Estimated arrival time says 6:40 a.m. Is that true? I don't know if that's true. Got enough time for a good rest and to do some more enjoyment of the flight and have another meal. They also have a kind of dine-on-demand snacks menu, which is cool. Nice Japanese stuff. Maybe we'll try some of that at some point. We'll take a couple-hour nap and then do that. It's really good. These long flights can feel very long, but it also allows you to really do everything. Take a nap, have a meal, especially if you're shooting, doing some editing, posting, commenting, talking with people online, if the Wi-Fi is working, and then sample everything that the flight has to offer. Even I went back to economy, it looked reasonably comfortable, and premium economy, like I mentioned before, looks super nice. I'll have to try that at some point. Anyway, we'll catch you soon. Alright, so this little mattress pad, it doesn't take up the full length of the bed, but it kind of covers the part of your body where you really want it, and it's super nice. It's got these ridges in it, so it's not super thick, but it adds a lot of padding onto the seat. I wish every airline would offer a mattress pad like this that really increases comfort, makes it softer to lie down, so you're not just taking your seat and putting it in a flat mode. It really makes a difference. So nice. Alright, 13 hours down, landed, Tokyo Haneda. Always a nice feeling to arrive back here. And they put on the rainbow mood lighting, which I remember from when I took my first 787 flight ever, was in the early days of operation. That ANA had them first, doing domestic runs in Japan. I came up here to do that. I don't know what that would have been, 13 years ago, something like that. And they had this going in the cabin all the way down, this kind of rainbow look. Nice that they put that on. And kind of nice. The weather forecast isn't so great for the next few days in Tokyo, but this morning looks very beautiful. Sun just rising, partly cloudy, but there's clear sky above. Let's see. We're gonna taxi in to the stand. I was kind of curious if we were gonna get a water cannon salute. It doesn't feel like we're going to at this point. It seems like it would have happened already, but we're doing a long taxi, so let's see. No. Also not something that has been possible in my lifetime of living in Sweden, to get to Tokyo with just one flight without having to connect. So nice for me, and no doubt for a lot of other people in Sweden who now have the option. They don't have to go to Helsinki or Copenhagen or, God forbid, somewhere else like Frankfurt. It's so much better. Even though it's just a little short hop for that first connection, it saves so much time. And selfishly, but also thinking of ANA, I really hope this route succeeds and continues for a long time to come. I'll certainly be on it, and my family members will be on it regularly if it does. And although normally I would end things around now on the arrival at the airport, I actually want to extend this one a little bit and bring you into town, into Tokyo, because part of the significance of this flight is ANA is trying to get more people from the Nordics, from Sweden and the surrounding areas to visit Japan. Japan is very popular right now, of course. People are attracted to it. It's a really strong brand. Everyone wants to go to Japan, right? But they also want to see people coming to Japan at different times of year. So not just summer and not just the most popular spots, right? Tokyo, Kyoto. They want to spread people out because there is also an over-tourism problem in certain spots. So it's an interesting one, starting this route in midwinter. And so I want to show you a little bit, real quick, of the kind of midwinter experience in Tokyo and the part that's very dear to my heart, what I call the lost in translation effect of staying in a luxury hotel, high-rise hotel in Tokyo, and the mood that that creates alongside all the amazing things you can do, amazing things you can eat in Tokyo. As it's a place that I've known my whole life, and it's super important to me. There's a little part of me that feels kind of Japanese because I lived there as a small kid. I really would like to help kind of promote this other side of Japan, right? Not just sort of peak time, peak location travel, but to show people that it's really nice to go there at all times of year and to many different places. This time I probably won't have too much time to go, much more than around Tokyo. We have to go back after a few days. But come along and I'll show you a little bit, try to give you a bit of that vibe. If you've never been, it might be interesting for you. And if you have been, you can let me know if I captured it well. Looks like remote stand, interesting. It means we'll get a good engine shot on deplaning.
Thank you very much.
And welcome to the Four Seasons Tokyo in Otemachi. This is one of two Four Seasons properties in Tokyo. The other one is not far away. We're kind of near Tokyo Station here. I have a view of basically all of Tokyo, the Imperial Palace and gardens just below. And this is something that is so special about staying in a high-rise luxury hotel in Tokyo. Getting this view of the city. By night you have that special element where the red lights, the beacons on top of all the buildings flash in a certain way in Tokyo. It's unlike anywhere else. Very characteristic. And I think they captured it really well in the movie Lost in Translation. That feeling of looking out at the Tokyo skyline and the blinking red beacons on top of the buildings. So doing this project with ANA, celebrating the launch of their non-stop direct flight from Stockholm to Tokyo, first time ever for ANA, first time any airline has served the route since 1997 after SAS served it briefly. That's been really nice to do that with ANA and help to promote the route. I have a personal interest in this, like I mentioned, because I want it to succeed. I want there to be a non-stop to Tokyo always from Stockholm. And at the same time, like I mentioned, the idea is to show a little bit about how it can be great to come to Tokyo, and especially to come in what is basically off-season. And so the Four Seasons was kind enough to give me this room for a couple of nights for my 2-night stay before I take the Stockholm flight back, NH221. And it's nice to work with them to showcase a little bit of that feeling in a luxury property up high above the city in Tokyo. It's very special, very unique, and this place is a fantastic example. So I'll show you a little bit of this experience here and of the Tokyo experience. This video is mainly about the flight, and I hope you enjoyed that. But if you're interested in this part, stick around and let me know what you think, whether you have any plans to take the new flight from Stockholm to Tokyo or to visit Tokyo in general. I know a lot of people who have plans to visit Japan at the moment, which is great for Japan, and I certainly support it. I love coming to this place. So that's all from me for now. Thank you very much for watching. Arigatou gozaimasu. Otsukaresama deshita. And we'll see you next time. As always, great to have you in Tokyo for Flight Radar 24. I'm Gabriel Lee.